Hey guys, it's Amy with Paper Crane Wishes, and today I wanted to show you how I made this giant 2 by 4 foot canvas paint pour. I started with a canvas that I had gotten from Michael's. They had the canvas on sale. Usually it retails at about, I think it was $45, but I got this one for $18 because I stay atop of the deals, and I'm using American Craft Color Pour in order to create my giant paint pour. So when you do that, you put each bottle, they come in, you can buy them in sets of 4, and I'll show the packaging in a second, but you put each bottle of each color into four separate colors, and after you do that, you put something in it called Cell Magic. This is also another color pour product. The Color Pour product line is fantastic because it really helps you have everything you could need to make a professional, nice looking accent painting or paint pour. This was kind of a mix of both because we had to use as much paint as we could. This is the Cell Magic. Cell Magic is just like a silicone fluid that's supposed to create spaces and circular patterns within your paint pour, kind of just to give it more of an in-depth look. So I used all of the silicone I had left just because I just want the coolest. This is my big old project that I wanted to do. So it was something I was really excited to do. And once you start, you stir all of the silicone into the paints. Here's a close-up of the Paint Pour, Color Pour brand. Here's that Cell Magic. And so then we have a giant canvas, and what I'm doing here is I'm just putting a basic regular old white acrylic paint, and we're spreading it out as far as we can go. As you can see, we've got a hard-working child here, making sure that all of the white paint is on it. The reason that you want to create a base coat is it becomes kind of like this slippery layer that's going to allow for your paint to spread across the canvas more and really create the effect that you're looking for. But you do need to create that first base acrylic and let it dry just a little bit, and from there you can really, get started. From here, I had to figure out how I was going to get started with the paint pour. So I'm actually re-stirring, because I kept the popsicle sticks in each of the cups. I'm re-stirring the paint so that I can make sure the silicone and the paint have kind of like an even balance. And then starting with the lightest color, I start pouring in the paint one after the other. And then after that, you've got your paint pour that's ready to go. Before I did that, I decided to use some of my old paint that I had from another paint pour project, and I'll put the links in the description so you can see the other paint pour projects. And what I wanted to do was I have to churn it upside down, and after I turn it upside down, I'm gonna have to make sure I paint it. But before I did that, I want to just put a squirt on some old paint that I had that I wanted to just use up. This is just gonna add a little bit more color and texture, maybe a pop of purple or blue that'll kind of come out by surprise that you might not have expected, because this is just kind of a metallic shade blend of colors that we're gonna be looking at here. Now, here comes the fun part. I flip it over, and then from here, we can slowly glide it. I recommend, if you're doing a 2 by 4 project, that you use 2 sets of the paint pour that I just showed you. I thought this was gonna be enough, but I probably could have used more because I did have to end up brushing out some of the edges, but I still like the final product as how it turned out, because these were just, a lot of different colors, and I loved how the colors match. I love that about paint pour. Look at that, beautiful. So once we got towards that part, and the next part we did was add glitter, and I really Really, really, really liked all the glitter. And what I think is really cool about this piece is it's all these earth tones, and then we literally just did an explosion of glitter every little square corner we probably could. So it's a really great accent painting. And when you get up close, and I'll show that at the end of the video, there's all these tiny little glitters. So, I mean, it is a very beige, very neutral, very earth tony sort of accent painting. But once you get up close, you see all these little glitters. And it really kind of gives you this desert sort of feel. But as you can see, there was glitter put all over it, which is important. If then I was, just add glitter. As the all crafters say, when in doubt, just add glitter. Here's kind of a rundown on a square by square as you can see it. So then this was overnight. I let it dry. And in the next morning, I used the Color Pour talc powder over it. The Color Pour talc powder is, talc powder, baby powder is usually like 99% talc powder, but I just, decided I wanted to buy the brand. I think it was like $3 for this talc powder. At least I knew it was 100%. And you just put it over, and what this does is it actually helps dry out the oils from the silicone that you've put in before you put on a varnish, because that's gonna help make sure that the varnish goes on. Okay, so you put it on, and then you want to dust off all of the talc powder to the best of your ability. Don't damage your painting over it. If you do a varnish, a lot of the white will come out anyway. So here I am, I'm putting on the glossy varnish, and I used a ton. I just like things super, super shiny, super shimmery, and also to give it that finished look. I do think this is something that, when you walk around in Hobby Lobby, you see it and you're like, oh, wow, this could be great in my house. I do feel it's one of those pieces. And so I'm really proud of that. I think it looks great. And I think adding the varnish, doing the talc powder, doing the little extra steps that it's going to take to make that beautiful piece is really what makes a piece of art in your home so special, especially when you make it yourself. Like I said, I'm putting a ton of varnish on it, but it creates a finished look. It makes it look shiny. It makes it look professional. It makes it look, the way you want it to look. And that's why I love using all the Color Pour brand. I am not a painter at all, obviously, but I like the Color Pour brand because it allows me to make paintings that I think look good. So after all the varnish and we dried it, here it is in the house. Such an epic piece of work. And I'm going to try to do a close-up here and get in here so you can see. There's little stars, there's even little confetti stars that are in the shape of stars. So when you get a really close-up look and I try to, you can see some of the little star confettis. So there's just this kind of like little world of sparkles and, galaxy-like magic that is happening in this painting, and I do like it, and I do think it's a good conversation starter piece. So we've got some abstract brush strokes, things like that. Just turned out really cute. It looks so good by my Chacateur. And I wanted to show off my cuckoo clock that I got in Switzerland. I went to Switzerland about 10 years ago, and I just wanted to show you guys. Obviously it was in the the background, and I just love it. I fell in love with it, and I love all the bright colors and the cute little bird. All right, guys, so if you guys like this video, leave a big thumbs up. And if you want to see more like this, hit that subscribe button and hit the bell so that you can be notified every time I make a new video. I always premiere my videos, so that also means that there's live chat available so we can hang as a community. And if you guys have any cool ideas for other craft projects, just let me know and drop a comment down below. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. See you next time. Bye.